Hey, it's Ben Wise from ZOAR Fitness, and tonight I'm going to be talking about one of the more common mistakes I see with the SkiErg, and it's that the hips stop moving during the stroke. So the goal here is for the hips to always be continuously moving, and you'll see ideally you're just going to move through this hip hinge pattern where the knees will bend a little bit, right? So you can keep the balance in the middle of your foot, but largely it's a hip hinge, right? Almost like you're deadlifting or doing like a kettlebell swing. It's the same exact movement pattern. So what we'll see when people are trying to really aggressively finish the stroke and be overly powerful and try to like really use their upper body a lot, you'll see the hips stop at the bottom of the movement and they'll extend really aggressively. So what that does is it includes blocking off blood flow to actually leave the muscle through the lats and the triceps, so you get a really big back and tricep pump, right? Which is not the goal. The goal is to be efficient and to be sustainable and to move quicker, right? So that is the goal. And how you do that is you actually continue to move the hips the whole time. And what this allows for is you'll actually just start to come up again before you completely extend your arms. So you'll see I finish, I continue to move my hip up, and now I extend as I'm actually starting to go the opposite direction. It's very subtle, but what it allows for is those arms to move through that range of motion just a hair quicker at the end. And instead of, again, blowing you up and creating a big pump in your back and your arms, you now get to transfer that to, again, the hips and the abs and the musculature that you want to be really doing most of the work for the SkiErg. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to do it wrong first, where you'll see my hips stop moving and I really aggressively extend. And then I'll do it again where now I am just, again, continuing to move that hip through the range the entire time, and I'm getting to use that stretch reflex out of the back of my legs, my hamstrings, my glutes, my posterior. And again, in addition to that, I'm going to be able to get that quick lockout just as I start to change direction, since it's subtle, so pay attention to the timing. So there you have it. Again, I think it's a super common mistake, and I think it's a really simple one to think about. Is if you just continue to move your hip through that range, you're going to be perfectly fine, and you're going to extend and be snappy and be fast and efficient, just as you want to be, rather than blowing up your back and your triceps. So good luck. Let me know if you got questions.